Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Ixion. So we had that little bug in the last episode, and I had to replay a few minutes of the last episode. And now we are in the Ilia system, and the Remus should be here somewhere, so we can start sending out probes pretty much straight away to start finding what would probably be Remus. But what we also need to do is start having a look. Don't think we need to worry too much about alloys straight away, or anything for that matter. So what we can kind of do, but I wouldn't mind having a little something to mine. So we might go about finding something pretty nearby, probably with a little bit of iron, to be honest. A little bit of iron nearby. Iron and ice. No, ice is no problems. Ooh. Got a little something over here. There's hydrogen, which we don't need, I think. So that's pretty good. Carbon and silicone. Anything? Any iron? How come I don't find nearby iron, which is a bit of an issue? It might be a bit of a challenge actually then. So we've got hydrogen, we've got ice, we've got various points and planets and things. But what I'm struggling to find is iron. Okay, which is an issue. Okay, well let's run ourselves around here and see what we can find. Maybe we don't have to find it straight away, and what we can do is we'll do that. So let's, ooh, there's lots of iron over here. Oops, no active probe launcher. Okay, well, luckily it wasn't active because I didn't actually want to send it where it was, but you can certainly, that one is got the stuff, let's switch this one on. That's fine. Now we've got an active probe launcher. We'll go about sending that out. So let's start our very first ring over here and see if we find something of interest. A point of interest, for instance. So something like that, maybe. So let's shoot that out. So there it goes. What I'll also do is I'll get the contact to come out over here and get us some science. We will then build another, and I kind of wonder if we switch this guy on, can we dismantle that? Let's dismantle that one. We'll switch this one on, and we'll grab one of these, okay? There we go. So now we'll have multiple probes doing their thing. Okay.
The science ship has arrived at its destination.
So we've got a science ship at Palantir. We're collecting the science. There's plenty of science to go. So let's have a look. Is there anything we can do with the science? Oh, what I wanted to do is get extra... get us some extra colonists. So we've got 150 colonists. Maybe another round of colonists would be a good idea. We'll switch this one on, and what we'll do is we'll start training another round of colonists. I think that's a good spot for us to go into, and then we'll have a look at science and see if we do. So do we do a water treatment center? Uses 50 waste per cycle to fulfill all the water needs. I don't think that's a requirement for us. Waste treatment. We haven't actually built this, right? Can transform 50 waste into alloys, 50 waste into 20 polymers, or 50 waste into electronics. We're not actually using that. We probably need to find a little something there. We've got the drone bay research. The water treatment is not researched, and the observatory is not researched. Is there anything else that we should be unlocking? Structural repurposing. Electronics cost required to unlock new sectors is reduced by 30%. I'm not sure that's super useful. This has all been done. Probe launchers. I don't know if we need that. Potentially an extra size of the scouting area might be useful. So let's get started on that. That might be pretty good. EVA airlock, bigger wrench, construction speed is increased, and plasma cutter repair efficiency. Let's oh, actually no, that's not what I want. I want the advanced sensors, right? Scouting radius. And then I want to go out over to EVA airlock and go with the plasma cutter on the second one. So that's at least a bit of research going on there then. We should have an extra probe up and running fairly soon, so that we can start finding some places to mine. In the meantime, we'll speed things along a little bit. There's nothing else, literally nothing else for us to go and grab. So we might speed this up even more. Hull integrity is good. We could probably... Okay, there we go. Now we've got multiple probes. So let's start sending some probes to different locations. On this second ring, for instance, we need to find something over there. And then on the third ring, we're on the third ring. Lots of silicone over there. There's a little bit of iron on this side, so that's good. Yeah, that's the ring we want to be on. Where's my point of interest? Oh, there we go. I think that's Remus over there. So let's get moving on those. Sending a few probes out. And we're almost done collecting our science. That's good. Now let's have a look at this. So, Palatine scan, data summary. Despite the interference from the intense cloud cover of Palatine, our probe is still able to detect unusually high levels of mercury on its surface. The planet's environment is toxic, but should not pose a problem for our teams. We have landed on Palatine, near the highest registered concentrations of mercury. A huge river of the element flows over a cliff, a waterfall in silver ending in an ocean several kilometers away. Locate the source of the river. Establish meteorological analysis infrastructure. I think I'm rather going to go for that in the first instance. Let's go about doing that one. It might not be the optimal, but I'm a little worried about our alloys. If we can't find better steel area or better iron.
Has occurred in the tycoon.
Still have accidents running in the tycoon.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay, let's pop in and see what people are requesting. Naomi Protocol commencing DDoS attack to flood Eden Vigilance Network. Okay. Administrator, this is Zia Peng of the Sector 1 Scientific Syndicate. We're once again taking the liberty of overriding Dollar's protocols in order to contact you. We did some analysis on Eden after she was attacked by the Colonise's PA. We've unearthed some interesting files. Information on the Remus and numerous colonization protocols were present in Eden's database from the beginning of the Tycoon's mission. And that's not all. We also discovered details on another viable exoplanet within the Ilia system, the planet Romulus. This planet has been masked so that it doesn't appear in any reports you receive. We've put in place administrative countermeasures and we encourage you to send a team to the planet. We've heard. Okay, so there's some more stuff going on that we need to be mindful of. There's plenty of iron actually. I could have sent... I forgot that we had our base. Our base was covered in iron. Okay, so let's get another probe out. So to the next ring over here. We'll want to. There we go. So let's send one out over there, and then we should be able to find our last probe as well, or our last ring. And it's all the way over here. So there we go. A few more probes going out. We haven't... Oh, there's Romulus over there. Okay, excellent. So we can send the Montessori over this way. That is good. And what we'll see about this. Okay. Ooh, one crew member injured. The team of the Contact discovered the source of the huge lake of mercury from which the liquid metal flows. During survey efforts, Tula Lettinen fell into the lake and seems to have ingested large quantities of the mercury. I would imagine it's difficult to ingest it if you were in a suit. They were saved by the team, but mission reports detail how Tula Lettinen experienced multiple hallucination visions from the exposure. Tula Lettinen describes witnessing UN attacks on Dolos infrastructure, wars, and famine sweeping across the earth, massive crowds being crushed together, fleeing from deadly mobs. Dolos security protocols recommend Tula Lettinen be transferred to an infirmary immediately. I suggest we then go about doing this. So where can we find the kangaroo would have access to it? So, or the glue scap. Let's just grab the glue scap and get 100 of those things out there straight away. Okay, now we've got the Numitor over there. That's a planet. We've got Romulus. Oh, incoming transmission. Let's have a look.
People of the VVS Tycoon. I am Agora of the 3rd generation. We, the Ixion guides, know that you have been searching for Remus for a long time. However, we have established a delicately balanced ecosystem here on this planet that cannot suffer your presence.
Uh-oh.
We remember Dolos as our first and closest ally, as the one who made the Neocon Parsheville teachings visible. Pioneers of genetic conatus, you have suffered repression, persecution, and extermination. In memory of the doors you opened for us, of our common past, it is our turn to open the door for you. There is a way for you and your crew to join us. You may be a part of our community. Shape it. We will no longer be we. You will no longer be you. We will become us. For this to happen, you will need to be genetically optimized for life on Remus. We will incorporate your genetic heritage into our society. You will follow the elder process my predecessor applied to us. You will be adapted to the planet's gravity, to photosynthesize. You will live in symbiosis with Remus. Let me be clear. Humanity's mistake has been its attempts to transform ecosystems, to deny its place in them. We do not terraform, we change. We are not intruders. We are a crystalline part of the ecosystem. You will live longer and work according to your abilities and passions. Our elites guide us with pragmatism, intellect, empathy, and with sensibility. We have no other interest than to follow genetic conatus. Let us show you the new cradle of humanity. Trust in genetic conatus. We followed a self-similar pattern.
Okay, that is an interesting one. So we seem to be having a bit of an issue with the Aston guides, so we'll have to definitely keep an eye on that. Now, can we, so whether we choose to integrate or not is something that we'll probably come across. So something like this would be a good spot for us to start a bit of mining. So let's send one into that direction. And then what we can go about doing is send another one. Hopefully we'll have somewhere where we have tons and tons of iron, somewhere over here. We could probably go about picking up a little bit of that. So let's send some of those. Okay, good. We'll keep going. So the Montessori has arrived and is collecting more science. So we can continue doing the science thing. Let's have a look. Are we actually doing science at the moment? No, we are. We've stopped the science. We could probably grab this one. Probe launcher. So we've done the advanced sensors, scouting range. Let's go about doing that one. Then probes move faster. Probe polymer reduction cost. I don't think we need that just yet. And then LEMS team is probe construction speed. I don't think that is of super interest to us. The knee-high quarter is not of great interest either. Do we... Fruit production speed, is it something we pick up? Let's pick that up. If it applies to what we've already got, we should be in pretty good shape, to be honest.
A probe has completed its scan.
Okay, so now we can go about getting the Vesuvio out there and the Mammoth to go and do some stuff, and then once that's mined, we'll send out some other ships. Yeah, I think actually, yeah, let's just leave as is for the time being. There's plenty of other stuff to be picked up over there. So we can actually be parked around here, no problems. Do we go about getting an extra mining vessel? No room in there. There is room over here though. So let's actually just go about building an extra ship. Happy New Year. What's happening over here?
A new request awaits your attention.
So Scientific Syndicate, Eden continues to block Romulus despite our countermeasures. I won't beat around the bush any longer. We need to shut down Eden. She's altering all the data presented to you, as well as the data that crew members exchange with each other. You'll probably notice this already. Eden obeys the principles of Dolos, which today are probably more than a century out of date. She's programmed to prevent us from reaching Romulus and making a fresh start. She won't deviate from the old dreams of the long-crushed corporations that brought about the lunaclism. She's totally disconnected from what the crew, including you, have gone through and are still going through. We've successfully deposited the protocol for disconnection in the EVA airlock database. Please, Administrator, you're our only hope. So in the EVA, external constructions. So here we go. Administrator, Eden deactivation. Now that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? I'll have to have a little bit of a think about that. So we've sent out some more probes. There's some more planets that we found. I believe that's everything now on each one of the rings. So that should be good. We're picking up what we can. This is underway. We'll probably get another mining ship ready to go and get some iron. And now that stuff is actually being mined, so we can now send out the kangaroo. Can go out and collect this. Well, let's get the kangaroo out to get some carbon, and the glue scap to get some silicone, and then we'll start working on the iron in due course. But that should give us a little bit to go on. Let's speed things along yet again. We're busy sorting this out. We do need to make sure that we continue building some extra stuff over here.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Retrieved all the signs from Romulus. Now let's pop in here and see what's going on.
The team has completed a task.
There is no planet here. The crew are hallucinating, a symptom of dead earth sickness and UN propaganda. Romulus does not exist. Okay, so in order for us to do the whole Romulus thing, it means that we will have to deactivate what we've had there. So we may look into going somewhere else first. Let's do that first. Let's pop into Palatine over here. Almost all of Palatine's weather systems have been infiltrated by Mercury. The resulting dense and toxic cloud cover would not prove conducive to the development of life or any potential colonization efforts. In the data listening protocol, repatriate the contact and transfer Tula Lieutenant to an infirmary. Let's pick up the science that we have. That was ready to go. Let's get the abdominals out over there to start mining those pieces. And we can comfortably keep collecting stuff. Now that we've got all of this in place, I think we should probably sort out our hidden deactivation. All repair will temporarily be paused. That's okay. We should be all good on that.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Meet the Astangites on the Remus. That's fine. We will go about doing that when we have a moment to do that. So the question is, let's get the contact back to Tyqqun so that we fill up the crew members, and then we'll continue to we'll probably move to Remus, to be honest. And if we have a look at fleet, we do want to. So this is where we're picking up water, but so the Nabrok can go ahead and pick up iron for us. I think that should be fine. And then once we've got the ability to access ice, we'll go for that. I believe we are creating lots more food. I believe we are. Good. It's good. Do we go about what is this policy? So we're providing double food here. Let's go about switching some of this on. So let's switch that on. Almost out. And how much power is this? And we'll switch that on. And let's go about slowly releasing some more people out of their cryopods. Similarly, we can do something over here if we have the power to do so. So that's 3. That's now very close to the end of our power. So we'll probably have to switch a little something off if we wanted to continue that. We may go about switching that off. Now that gives us a bit extra 5. So we should be able to do this. Now we're in overwork conditions. So we do need to actually switch off something else. Let's train another round of colonists just to have that ready. And then what do we switch off though? Don't have anything going on over there, so let's switch that off. We're still in overwork here. Wow! We're crazy overwork. We need like 45 more workers. Let's send 45 workers over here. I think Sector 3 or Sector 4 has a lot of people. So Sector 4, let's have a look. Sector 4 should have... Sector 4? Sector 4. How many workers in Sector 4? Not that many, actually. We've got more workers here. So I think... Let's send about 20, 25. Well, we can send... Let's send about 30 workers from Sector 4. So from Sector 4 to Sector 1... Let's send 30 over there, and then we'll go from here and do from Sector 3 to Sector 1. Let's do like 10. There we go. Let's sort that out. So what's happening over here? Despite the low average temperature of Numitor, abnormal heat zones have been detected in the gas planet's atmosphere. We have entered Numitor's atmosphere opaque and crimson. It makes spotting anything here difficult. Extreme pressure reading have been recorded near the planet's liquid core. We await study instructions. So are we going to just send the maximum? I think we should be able to just do that. Initiate invasive analysis, create and use specific analytical tools, set up a floating research center. Let's go about doing that. We should be able to send like number 5 out there. That should be just fine. It should be able to move the stuff that we need to move. Contact is ready to go and can be sent to Remus. So let's move the contact over to Remus and see what that is all about. I believe we should have also deactivated. Yeah, we've done that one by now. So let's have a quick look. Can we do the extra set of solar panels now? We should be fine on that, right? That should be good. So let's once our integrity is back up to normal, so let's go ahead and get the extra piece moving. Sector 1 should now not be overworked as it was in the previous piece. So we should be able to unlock lots of people from our area here. We do have additional colonists being prepared. The more colonists we send, the better is kind of what I'm thinking at this point in time. That's how it used to be in the previous areas. Got plenty of silicone ready to go. So we're in a pretty good position, to be honest. We're probably not doing any research at the moment, so let's pop in here and see what we can do in terms of further improvements to the research. This is NEI. It's more of that. Permanent moisture food production speed is increased by 30%. Is that only the mushroom wall, or is that other items as well? We do not need suspended beds, I think. The whole temple, praise it, stability to a sector when cult is propagating in it. I think that should be fine, but we don't need that just yet. But it is something that we certainly can get to. We're not using any of this, so probably okay. What we can do is sort this out, and power cost is reduced even more. Let's go about grabbing that, and we should find ourselves something else. Tech lab, is there anything else? We'll get the family at work component going on. We do need to go through all of this research to kind of get us there as quickly as possible. You went and dropped off some stuff over there. That's all good. We're picking up all of the science here. That's all good as well. We're doing a reasonable job with regards to everything. And we are now working on building that extra round of solar panels. Or it's already been built, and so that should be all good. All the science here has been collected. That's interesting. So Remus is not a thing for us at the moment. But let's go over here to, well, actually, let's go over to Romulus, because we've built that other piece, so we should be able to sort out the Romulus from there. So let's do that one. Remus at the moment, I'm assuming we need to send the tycoon to Remus to make that work. But plenty of stuff. What we probably need to have a look at is just make sure we've got an extra source of ice going. Do we have a source of ice nearby? That's hydrogen. It's okay. That's some more silicone. There we go. We'll go about sending that one out to get some ice. It should be a reasonable allocation of ice over there. Yeah, excellent. I don't think we need to do anything else, really. We're running at a reasonable speed. This work should be fairly quickly done. Got a fair bit of power, so that's all good. And now the contact is at Romulus. Now, here we need to do some stuff. So construct the administrator site. That's not bad. That is not bad. But we will need to send it from site number 1. Administrator, we, the crew of the contact, will supervise the colonization procedure. We have access to all the Romulus data. No more Eden protocols will keep us from the planet. We should start by building the necessary infrastructure. There is, however, a small issue. Romulus atmosphere will make mass population transfer down to the planet difficult. Using cargo ships will result in a loss of 70% of colonists. Chlorine in the upper atmosphere will cause strong aerodynamic heating, which our cargo ships are not built to withstand. Construct the site. The crew of the contact will prepare the administrative site. This area will house infrastructure for oxygen recycling. energy generation, and temperature maintenance. So we can do that, but will it ask us this? Ship has not been assigned, but it's saying it won't do that, right? We should start by building the necessary infrastructure. There is a small issue. Romulus atmosphere will make mass population transfer down to the planet difficult. Using cargo ships will result in a loss of 70% of colonists. Chlorine in the upper atmosphere will cause strong aerodynamic heating, which our cargo ships are not built to withstand. But so that just means that every shipping... Wow. That's not good. It's honestly not good. Should we send the Tycoon over? But the cargo ships will still be required, right? So we'll have to do this. We'll have to allocate the Nabrock, right? Even though it is retrieving resources, we will have to allocate it. So let's do that and see what that's looking like. So we at least have some extra people, so we can perform some additional things. Probe has completed its scan, and so now we do have access to ice over here. That's all good. Guys, and what that'll mean is that'll be the end of our episode today. So thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I will see you again in the next episode, where we'll continue to see about repopulating the galaxy that we have over here. What? Terrain? 2,000 colonists? You have got to be kidding me. Something there is not quite right. Something there is absolutely not quite right. We'll have to have a look at that in the next episode and see what that's all about. Okay, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!